Module 5, Microsoft Word Part 3. Creating a new document, creating tables. After finishing this activity, you'll be able to create and edit a table in a Word document. Inserting tables into your Word document. Inserting tables into your Word document can help organize and display data. To create a table, go to Insert, Tables, and a small menu will appear. This small menu will open with a grid that represents table cells. Mouse over these cells and select how many rows and columns you would like in your table. You can change the size of the table by hovering across the grid available. To insert the table, all you have to do, after deciding the number of columns and rows, is clicking on the cell where you want your table to end. So here, I will click on this cell, where I have my mouse on, and the table is created. You can also choose the Insert Table option below the already built grid for tables in the drop-down menu of Inserting Table. Clicking on Insert Table will take you to a dialog box where you can choose how many rows or columns you want in your table in your document. You can also set the column width. The default number of columns in this dialog box is 5, while the default number of rows is 2. You can choose to change these numbers by clicking on the upper and lower arrows next to the number. I will set the number of columns to 6 and the number of rows to 3. Clicking on OK will create the table that I have chosen. If you ever want to change the dimensions of your table, you can right-click in the table and choose to insert more columns and rows. Before inserting rows or columns, notice where your cursor is, because accordingly, you will insert or delete the columns or rows. Here, my cursor is in this cell, and I will right-click. A drop-down menu appears, and I can go to Insert, and another drop-down menu of multiple options appears. Clicking on Insert Row below will add a row below where my cursor is. Insert, and go to Insert Rows above. Insert a row above where my cursor is. You can also select multiple cells or even entire rows or columns by clicking and dragging your cursor across the cells. Right-click on the selected cells for more options to insert or delete cells. These are simple shortcuts for inserting or deleting cells. And here, I get to choose to insert rows above, rows below, insert columns to the left, insert columns to the right, or simply insert cells, which are the shortcuts here. Notice that I have chosen 4 rows. When I click Insert Rows Below, I will get another 4 rows. After creating the table, you might want to insert certain data into these cells. All you have to do is put the cursor where you want to start typing in and start typing. Like this.